Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is September 27, 2024, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's just jump over here to this quarterly chart and see what we see. Boom, zoom. Oh, it did it again. I thought I straightened that out, but I guess maybe I didn't. All right. Besides this, on this quarterly chart, we are still a full green on this quarterly chart above an R2 level on these yearly pivots. We're still hanging out at that high at this time, and this market, in my opinion, does want to go up, but it may end up going sideways at this time. But let's go ahead and go down to the monthly chart and see what we see there. Again, on this monthly chart, as we can see, we do have higher lows and higher highs at this time. We are above an R2 level on these quarterly pivots and all. So again, and we're above the 10 moving average. So that letting me know that we are still in a bull market, and this market is still pretty bullish. Let's go down to this weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, this is the crazy thing that happened this week. This week, it really wasn't that bad here, but on the Nasdaq, it was a little bit different. But we did on this week, we did make a new high, new all-time high here on the SPY, which was kind of expected and all. But the way it did it was kind of strange that we'll see here on the daily chart and all. But that's where we're at. We're kind of still making those higher lows. This week we made a higher low and a higher high and an all-time high. So this thing is it is pushing higher, but it's being kind of like it's fighting to go higher. I've been kind of expecting the sideways market like what I'm seeing on the Qs, but I'm not seeing that on the SPY. On this one right here, we are just slowly drifting higher. The thing is, we are getting a doji at the top here, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens next week. Will we get another new high, or will this thing start rolling over come next month? We got a few more days come next week and to finish off this month of September. Then we'll be going into October, and this is also going to be the end of the quarter. So we got to kind of like really wait and see what's going to happen here come next quarter and the beginning of fiscal year for a lot of companies and corporations. So we got to kind of like see what's going to happen there and may get some new money in there. I also heard, there's been some stimulus in China, and maybe that some of that foreign money is coming into, and those foreign companies that are in the U.S. market also maybe the cause of this market actually being pumped up the way it's actually being pumped up. But let's go down to the daily chart and wrap this on up. On the daily chart, this is the crazy thing that we saw here. I know I put out a midweek. I usually don't do a midweek, and this is the crazy thing. You got to think. Look at this. This is a red candle. I was thinking this thing was rolling over, but I was kind of like wondering what was going to happen. We had a higher low and a higher high here, and this market had kind of like a couple of days and been hanging out here trying to get above this high. It did one of these crazy things where it opened here, it closed here, it opened way up here, all-time highs. And then it pushed down for the rest of the day. It didn't even push all the way down to close the gap. It did push all the way down. In my opinion, way I look at gaps, it did come down here and close the gap, but a jailer gap, it didn't quite close it, and it still hasn't quite closed it. So that means it has some room to actually roll over a little bit before we actually close that gap. I see one thing missing here on this chart is my pivots. Let me see. That's not the right thing, but that's what I see here. The thing is now we still got a higher. We didn't break we made an all-time high on that Thursday on that crazy pop, but come today on Friday, we end up not making a new high. And we didn't go make a lower low based on that previous candle. So again, this market is still kind of creeping up, and highly likely to make a new high come next week. Just the way things have been going with this on the SPY. And that's all I see here. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye. Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Let me stop this.